I'm back. Please forgive me. I forgot that I had this channel. Sorry if you hear the fan and if it bothers you. Oh well, I'm really hot here and my house doesn't have central cooling. And I don't want to turn on the AC because it'd be even louder than this. I have it set on a really low setting, so it's not as bad, hopefully, to you. I live next to a train, so you're about to hear that. Today's movie that I am reviewing is called Rim of the World. It is a movie on Netflix, so you can watch it right now if you wanted to. And it was overall entertaining. Rim of the World revolves around 4 characters. There is a nerdy kid, you know, your typical nerdy kids in movies, alone, too smart, knows a lot about what's gonna happen in the movie, apparently, how to deal with it. And then you have a spoiled rich kid who thinks he's above everybody else, and low-key kind of surprised me. Some of the things he said for a kid. I get it, it's a movie, but still, wow. And then we have a foreign girl, a Chinese transfer student. I think they're not even students, okay? They're just kids. And this other kid who shows up later. So the story revolves around them, and they go to a camp, right? It's a camp up in the woods. I forget what it was called. I watched it a few days ago. I'm just doing the review now. There you see some of like the famous Instagrammers or like skit people like King Bach. I don't know how to say his name. I don't know why he's even called King, dude. Like, what the hell is he king of? Anyways, he was pretty decent in the movie. I actually enjoyed his character, but sometimes you can tell he wanted to be like, not, maybe a Kevin Hart type of guy. You know, that kind of vibe, but not 100% like him. It's just, you can definitely see the influence that he was taking. And we even get a cameo from Amanda Cerny. Now, she's hella hot, dude. I was really stoked to see her. I thought she was going to play a bigger part in the movie, but she doesn't. Instead, she's there for like 2 seconds for a stupid scene with the little rich spoiled kid, which was kind of perverted. It was a sex joke that she was there for, and I mean, like, really? That's what you bring in Amanda Cerny for? If you made it this far without writing in the comments, what the hell is on your face? Well, I've got a cold sore. Yeah, so if you've seen my vlogs, my other channel, Paolo Lopez, you should follow it, subscribe. Get me to 100 subscribers. I'm at 98 right now, currently, as I'm filming this video. Get me to 100. You'll enjoy the content. Anyways, I haven't been filming my face because it was pretty bad this past week, and now it's finally cooling down a little bit, or I guess healing. But it's still like a little scarred up and stuff. If you're new, subscribe. Leave a like on this video because that tells me you like it, and I'll keep making more videos about movies and TV shows. I was gonna do one for Game of Thrones, but then I was like, you know what, it wasn't even worth it. It sucked. That's my review. So they're at camp, right? And in the description you can kind of tell there's gonna be like an alien invasion type of thing, you know, something obviously goes wrong at the camp, and they're not gonna be safe. Or it's just gonna be slaughter. Personally, I don't like movies that involve kids as the stars because I just don't think kids are strong enough to carry a movie. Stranger Things, though, that show carries it, but then like, I don't know, I just don't connect well with a kid. Some of them are good, but for the most part I don't like shows based on that. How the hell can a kid save the world compared to an adult? Let's be realistic here. I get that they want to promote kids as heroes too, they're people. You know what? Yes, but no. So aliens attack the camp. Or at first I think it was like an EMP that goes off and wipes out all electronics, and these kids were at a ledge. They were at the rim of the world. Okay, that's what the movie's called what it is. And the other kid who I told you about, who I was going to talk to you about, he was the juvenile, okay? He didn't tell them that at first because who wants to tell anybody that they just got out of juvie? He actually escaped from it. This part of I think the International Space Station falls down on the camp to their exact spot, and the kids go there to check out what it is. So they open a door and some lady comes out. You see her in the opening credits. It almost reminded me of Star Wars. Like, the movie opened up just like Star Wars, in space with that kind of music and like a space battle, almost. So she comes out and she has this key that she's talking about, like she needs to get it to the international, or she needs to get it to Pasadena. I forget what the place was called. It's in Pasadena, and they're like 70 miles away, I think is what it was, something like that. It was really far, right? So as soon as, you know, she's talking to the kids, this black goo that was stuck on the spacecraft or the escape pod comes out, right? And it transforms into an alien, like a spider-looking alien, freaking buff, weird thing. So he straight up grabs the girl, the lady that came out of the pod, and like she's on the floor laying on her back and everything, and she starts screaming, but she already gave this key to the kids, right? The key is key, okay? How fucking original. So the alien straight up punches like through her mouth and kills her. I mean, that was pretty brutal. From that point on, I knew that this movie wasn't gonna mess around and it would actually show a bunch of gore, which was pretty cool considering there were like kid stars there. That surprised me. That's why I was like, okay, I can stick around and watch the movie. It's not bad. So the kids try to run away from the monster or the alien, and the alien does this weird thing where a dog comes out of its back, like an alien dog. It's pretty scary looking. There's this one scene where a camper that was really stoned and drunk was laying on a bench, didn't know what was going on because he was passed out and had headphones on. He went into this toilet, the porta potty, and this fool got like straight up mauled, dude. I think he got like ripped in half. I don't remember what it was, but it was pretty gory. And so the kids ran away. They made it off the camp. I think they had bikes, or I forget how they walked away. I mean, somehow they got away, right? And they went down to the city that was there. I'm forgetting everything, I'm sorry. But they were like 30, 40 miles away from Pasadena. And so there's battles going on. There's a bunch of like army dudes shooting the aliens, trying to fight this war. And the kids bring the key to the army general. He's all like, oh, thank you, you just saved the world. So the kids got on a bus to try to escape that area. But of course, as like they were leaving and getting an escort from the army people, they got blown up. Army soldiers did. The bus, they were in flips, and the kids got out and everything, and the kids went to go see the army general to get the key. The soldier was like, hey, it's up to you now, only you can get it to Pasadena. Like, really? You're gonna trust a bunch of kids? Okay, I know this is a movie and everything, but come on, let's try to make it somewhat realistic. No kid's gonna make it that far, dude. There's no way. You're telling me a freaking soldier can't do it? A trained specialist? This is why I don't like kid movies. The alien still chases them like a long way. They somehow got a car and drove. It was a nice Mustang. I guess it was not digital because it was an old car, and they were able to drive it somehow. The foreign exchange student did it. She was really good at it, I guess. And the monster again appears, goes in the back of the car, tries to kill them. They do all these moves to try to get it off of it. At one point, they're passing like a bridge, and they like all jump out of the car, and the thing goes off the rail, off the bridge with the alien, and the alien gets smushed, and I guess somehow the car lands like on it and crushes it and kills it, you think. Apparently this alien has like super regenerative abilities, and it can heal once like it loses body parts. I don't know. That's pretty OP. I wonder if they're all like that, because if they are, then the movie has some plot holes at the end, I'll tell you. Anyway, so the little rich kid, the spoiled kid, he went to go down to get it. He had like his moment of redemption, and he goes down, he finds a key, right? But as soon as he gets out of the car, he gets like scratched by the alien because it came alive, obviously. It's kind of obvious something's gonna happen at that point. It's kind of predictable, okay? I mean, it's a cheesy movie, But he manages to escape. He gets away. I forgot how again. The kids all go down there. I think they killed the alien again, and they made it all the way to Pasadena. I skipped some parts, but they're not really that important. They're kind of useless. Okay, I'll tell you. So there was a scene where the kids went to a jail. They let some guy go, and later on he caught up to them and tried to take that key because he wanted to barter it and get money out of it from the kids. He got killed, so it was kind of pointless. I guess it's just like more content to fill it with. Now back to Pasadena. The kids made it there. They go in it to find that doctor. So there was a doctor that was like contacting them, but he was just dead, and I guess blood was spilling onto like a Morse code little machine, and it was making the Morse code sounds like that's, I guess, what it was translating. I don't know how nobody knows how to read Morse code and know that it was a bunch of gibberish probably that was being spelled out. I guess, it's the movie. So they find out he's dead, but some guy is calling on the radio or like the screen there that they have, and is telling them, oh, who are you? They introduce themselves or whatever. He doesn't believe the kids can do it, which is a legitimate concern. How the hell is a kid making it that far? But again, it's a movie. So he tells them what to do. There's a bunch of tasks they do. I guess so once they put the key in, they had to put these other two things and twist it to turn on what was called I forget what it was, but it had a signal and it had a lock onto the alien mothership, because I guess killing the mothership or destroying it makes them win automatically. So what kind of scientist builds a portal that requires two people activating at the same time that's at least like 10 feet away, where like nobody can activate it with both hands out, right? You can't do that. No, he had to get two kids to activate it at the same time. And there's a bunch of stuff going on in that whole scene, the whole third act, if you will. The kid who got scratched was passing out because, he was losing blood. I don't know how the hell he made it that far, like walking 40 miles without like passing out before then. But I guess he managed to do it, right? Anyways, they pulled it, they did the thing, and the coordinates were found. I guess the satellite in space knew where it was at, and they shot it down, and they blew up the mothership, and they won. I guess all the other aliens perished. I don't know if I don't know if it's a thing. Why is this a thing with like sci-fi movies that when you kill the mother hive or the head of it, everything else stops. I mean, I think that's kind of like a cop out, you know? Are they all connected? Are they all drones then? I don't know. I mean, I guess like if a species was to invent like an army type thing, they would want it controlled and not actual soldiers of theirs, so they won't die, you know, minimize the casualties, I guess. But they weren't, they were like aliens. I mean like weird aliens, but they're aliens. So everything worked out for them and none of them died, so that's good, I guess. And they beat the aliens. I mean, what more do you want from a movie like that? If you have like Viners and Instagrammers in it, you can't expect too much out of it. Sorry, I mean no offense, but that's just the reality of those types of movies. I love you guys. I think you guys are great actors. So I'm gonna rate this movie a 7.5. I know in my first review I had a grade scale, but it's not as appealing to me. Chris Stuckman does that. I don't want to be like him. I mean, nothing against him. He's freaking awesome, but like I don't want to copy him. I'll just do the basic rating. So I'm gonna rate this movie 7.5 Mr. Lopez's. Yeah, that's my rating scale. You think it's cheesy? Well, I mean, so do I. I'm a cheesy guy. I gotta be who I am. I don't want to be fake. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe if you haven't. Share this content. Do whatever the hell you want with it. Comment. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought about it. Because there was some pretty predictable points. I'm not gonna lie. Some plot holes maybe. One or two there. But Amanda Cerny is very hot. I love you, girl. Marry me. See you guys later. Leave a like. Did I say that already?